I share peace and love to everybody, peace and abundance. So we back for another video, y'all. All right, and today we're gonna talk a little bit about um trees. All right, now see, we know now, now after truth been coming out, we know that these regular trees, like this one right here, is still nature. We still connecting with the trees, but we understand that these trees are not our ancient trees. All right, now I'm gonna need you to keep that in mind. All right, keep that in mind throughout this video. All right, these are not our ancient trees, but they are still nature. All right, you still need to connect with these trees as well. But that's really what I want to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna show you guys. We got some, as y'all see, you know what I'm saying, some new pieces in. Got that red jasper. Now, one thing I need you guys to understand about when I do my crystal jewelry and when I do like my copper wrap crystals, I am what you would call an abstract rapper. All right, like I don't like to do just like the normal rap style. I don't like to do, and when I say rap, I'm not talking about like music. I'm talking about you know what I'm saying, the copper wrap crystals. But I usually like to, you feel me, do some abstract shit like this. Very abstract, very unique. You know what I'm saying? It's a very open wrap, but the crystal in itself is very secure inside of it. You dig what I'm saying? So we got some new in stock, so y'all make sure y'all tap in with me. These fucking puppies keep barking in the crib loud as hell. I'm like, somebody gonna come and knock on the door, be like, is y'all's crib okay? I'm like, these damn puppies, bro. And the guy that she got, she let one of her friends bring her puppy over that we sold her to watch it for the night. Boy, she done spoiled this puppy already. Puppy whining through the whole night, crying all day. Spoiled as hell, y'all. She sent the dog here with a fucking diaper bag, y'all. Spoiled ass dog. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know more jewelry in stock. Now also, we have wands and staffs available. All right, wands and like miniature staffs. So let me show y'all. I got them out here charging right now. But all right, we got this one right here. Now this is a chakra one. All right, you got the chakra colors going up it. You dig what I'm saying? Wand miniature staff. All right, we got this one right here. All right, you got the tiger's eye. You got the fluorite in there. Man, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit extra power dangling off that motherfucker, man. All right. So these are the wands / miniature staffs. All right, now these are good for, because I told you guys I also am making meditation staffs specifically for meditation, specifically for you to ground yourself and hold it while you are meditating. That is the specific purpose for those ones that I told you guys I'm gonna be making. These wands and staffs, these ones that I'm making, the mini staffs and the wands, are for rituals. You know what I'm saying? Say you're doing a you know what I'm saying, a ritual and shit like that. Say you're doing some magic, say you're doing some elemental bending. You know what I'm saying? If you sitting here doing air bending, doing fire bending, any of those things, you can use these wands for that as well. So I just wanted to tap y'all into that, tell y'all that real quick. But I want to get into this, you know what I'm saying, get into this knowledge, get into this insight, man. It's not going to be a long video at all. These last couple days, they've been, first of all, I've been under what they like to say, under the weather. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to claim they terminologies for this type of shit. But the last couple days, I've been under the weather, you feel me? I've been trying to get my shit on, get my shit straight, man. Get my body back to what it's supposed to be. You feel me? Taking my herbs, making sure I'm drinking my teas, drinking my waters, detoxing my body, all of these things while I'm going through this, because at the end of the day, we understand that our body has a natural detox process. All right. So a lot of people are under the misconception that when you have a runny nose, people think that that's when you have a cold. People think that when you are coughing, people think that that's when you have a cold, when really you've already had the cold. Now your body is detoxing these things out of it. All right. So what happens when you cough? These germs come out. That's why they say cover your mouth, because you were spewing these germs out, detoxing your body of what's not supposed to be there. Also, what does that do? That brings up that extra mucus. All right. So when you're coughing, that's why you notice you be like, you got to spit, because it brings up that extra mucus, the mucus that's not supposed to be there. So what does that mean? Your body is detoxing itself. You didn't have to do shit. Nigga, your body made you cough. Nigga, you didn't say, should I cough? No, nigga, your body said, cough this shit out, nigga. We need to get this shit up out of here. You know what I'm saying? When you have a runny nose, what does that mean? That means that the extra mucus, you dig what I'm saying, is coming out of your body. Your body is making this happen because you already had the sickness. So I'm just detoxing what I had out of my body. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a cold. I'm currently detoxing all of that shit out of my body. It's currently, you know what I'm saying, through a couple of days, I've been under the process of having it leave my body. All right. So we have to understand, it's not that, oh yeah, I'm coughing, I'm sneezing, I'm sniffling. So yeah, that means, you feel me? That means I got a cold now. No, that means you had whatever, because we understand that you get sick and all this shit from the frequencies. All right. The flu does not exist. A cold does not exist. Pneumonia, these things don't exist. A lot of these illnesses and shit, these medical terminologies that they have given these sicknesses and illnesses and dis-ease in your body, nigga, it's simply the frequencies that they are emitting. All right. Just like I said on TikTok, that's why everybody gets sick around the same time, because you got all of these 5G towers. You got all of these telephone lines. All of the, you know what I'm saying, with all of these wires and shit, all of these telephone lines and shit, y'all see them? All of them, you got all of these things. You have all of these things emitting frequencies. All they have to do is dial the frequency they want to push at your goofy ass. And now, boom, you just got smacked in the face with all these goddamn motherfucking low ass frequencies. And now what's happening? Your ass feeling sick as shit. All right. So we have to understand it is frequencies that are making our body go through this and putting these things in our body and putting our body in discomfort and dis-ease. So when this happens and you start coughing, you start hacking this mucus up, that is the detoxing process. All right. Your body does this automatically. Understand that. So that's what I need everybody to understand. All right. I just had to say that real quick, but we're gonna hop back into the subject, man. All right. So at the end of the day, we know we are nature, right? You know you nature. You know damn well, nigga, you nature. As an aboriginal being, a god and a goddess, you are nature. All right. First of all, we've said a lot of this before, but I understand, because I have to repeat myself on a little bit of the fact that we are nature to get to my point. But also I am repeating some of this because we understand new people see videos every day. So just in case somebody looks at this video and doesn't look at another video that I talked about us being nature, you feel me? So you never know. But at the end of the day, we are nature. So if we are going to speak genetically, all right, beyond anything else, but let's just talk genetically first. All right, let's speak about the genetics. Just a real quick portion. You know what I'm saying? Just a little quick portion. So what makes up the DNA of a plant? Chloroplast, right? All right. So that's why when you give plants chlorophyll, they grow stronger. They grow bigger. You know what I'm saying? They bear more of whatever it is that they are giving. So whether it's a flower, they're going to have more flowers on it. Whether they, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a fucking grapevine, nigga, you gonna have hella grapes on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, it's going to be plentiful. That chlorophyll is in its genetics already. All right. So now, when you go to, because like I said, recently, a lot of these things have now been coming up. The last 5 years, boy, motherfuckers been finding some shit out. You did. So now we know, because at the end of the day, we understand genetically the 9 ether beings, the gods and goddesses, what they like to call black people. We are the original beings of this land. All right. We are the first. I'm not even gonna say original beings, because this is not where we this is not where we originate. We created this motherfucker. We was the first ones on this motherfucker, but we did not come from this motherfucker. That's what we gotta truly understand. But anyway, we have to understand genetically, scientifically, all right? What they like to call black people and Caucasians, we are not the same species. All right, we are in the same humanoid kingdom, as you will. If just like you will say, just like a dog, I've used this example a lot of different times, but just like a dog and a cat, they are not the same species. One is a canine, one is a feline. All right, but they are in what? The animal kingdom. So they have what? They have 4 paws, they got a tail. All of that same shit. They got outer body has the same shit that a cat got. A dog got the same shit outside of its body that a cat got. But the inside is where they're completely fucking different. That's why you don't have animal food. You have dog food and you got cat food. You dig what I'm saying? Now, my bad, y'all. The guy that's she told me a story about when she had a cat. Thought it was a dog, and the cat thought it was a dog, and it was acting like a dog. But that just put that story right in my head when I was talking about that. But we have to truly understand we are not the same species. Okay, so our genetics are completely different. All right, our because you look at our diets, right? You see how if you put a white guy and a black guy around each other forever, right? And they're eating the same diet. They eating some pork chops, some steaks, some chicken wings, French fries. They eating all of these things, right? What's going to happen? The black guy is going to get the gout. He's going to get high blood pressure. All of these conditions. What's going to happen to the white dude? He's going to be cool. He might get some of these conditions when he like 72. You know what I'm saying? He 85 and a half and he just now got high blood pressure. Damn, Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have to truly understand we are eating a white man's diet. When you are eating like that, you are eating a white man's diet. We are frugivores, supposed to be eating fruits and limited vegetables. We're not even supposed to be eating a lot of these vegetables because a lot of them are man-made and very acidic. So for example, carrots. Yes, eat some carrots, but you ain't supposed to eat a whole bunch of them motherfuckers, man. They are very acidic. So you have to know who you are. You have to know your genetic coding. All right. Now, what's another thing about us that is different? We have chloroplast in our DNA, in our genetics. DEA, actually. It's not even DNA, because we know human beings have DNA. All right. We have DEA and RNA. Now, I'm not a scientist and shit. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Actually, fuck that shit, nigga. I am a scientist. Fuck you talking about? I am a scientist. Fuck that shit. I was finna say, I ain't no scientist. Nah, nigga, I am a scientist, nigga. I'm a scientist. I'm a philosopher, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, motherfucker? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm all of that. All of that and some. Stop playing with me. What? We gonna let these folks, just cause they got pale skin in a lab coat, we gonna, oh yeah, they're the scientists. Nah, nigga, fuck that. I'm the scientist, nigga. We the original scientists, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What? Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to know about cosmic science. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Because then that's when you realize we have gamma radiation in our veins. That's why it's green. Go look at the story of the Hulk. Go watch the Hulk stories. Remember, he has gamma radiation. Go look at the what's that shit? Marvel Avengers. Go look at they movies, right? When the Hulk put on that fist to put the Infinity Stones in Tony Stark's new little whoop wop that he made to try to get everything back to normal. Because we know Thanos was actually the good guy. All he was trying to do was bring balance. And these House Negro Avengers trying to save humanity and bring everything back to how it was. Bring everybody under that bullshit ass construct. Nah, G. Nah, G. The Avengers was house niggas. I don't give a fuck, nigga. They was house niggas to the max. They was good old Uncle Tom's and Daddy Jerry's. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? No, we ain't, no, nigga. Bro just snapped his fingers and brought balance back to the universe. Nigga, and now we trying to bring the bullshit back? What? Nah, nigga, they was house niggas. I need y'all to know that. They represent the powers that we have, but they were house niggas, nigga. They were here to save the human beings. All right? But anyway, if you look at that movie, when Tony said he was going to put it on, right? Or I think Thor said he was going to put it on. Somebody said they was going to put that motherfucker on, right? And then the Hulk, Bruce Banner, whatever the fuck his name is, he was like, oh no, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because the radiation that will be coming from these Infinity Stones, which we know are actually motherfucking crystals, will be mainly gamma radiation. And he was like, you know, that's what I'm made of. So it should be me that puts the thing on and snaps the fingers. All right? So it's just like when you understand a lot of these things, you can put a lot of these things together. Put a lot of these movies, hold up. If we know that we actually have this in our body, damn, what about that movie when they was saying whoop, 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 and bro had this, and that in his body? And he was able to do all of it. Exactly. They told you everything you was capable of. They told you everything you could do. Not even everything. They told you a small fucking portion. But they told you that it was science fiction. They told you it was a fake ass movie. They told you it was just sci-fi thriller. You know what I'm saying? They told you it was just some made up bullshit that a nerd did because he couldn't get no pussy. You know what I'm saying? Let's really think about it, y'all. They try to tell us that sci-fi is made up of, for like, all of these nerds are the one who makes these sci-fi movies and shit like that. Like, nah, bro. This is real life shit, nigga. They giving you documentaries. All of these movies, nigga, is documentaries, nigga. And some of them ain't even from this galaxy. Some of them ain't even from this realm, nigga. They bringing you documentaries that of shit that they doing in other realms as well. And you don't even realize that. You don't even realize that. Guardians of the Galaxy showed you some of that. Yes, they also showed you Yakub. They showed you a little bit of his story, just like the Loki movie did. But what it also showed you is the things that they are doing in other galaxies, because we are the Guardians of the Galaxy. We are the Guardians of the Galaxy, nigga. We are Groot. Ain't we talking about the trees, y'all? Ain't we talking about the trees today? Nigga, we are Groot. I am Groot. Fuck you talk about. We are, nigga, that is us. Nigga, that is we. Nigga, that is me. Nigga, that is I. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? We are the Guardians of the Galaxy. They are showing you the fact that all of these things are happening all over these different realms. You got to take portals to and all of this shit. And we are the ones going through these portals, nigga. Guarding this galaxy. Protecting this universe, nigga. Protecting our people from these motherfucking parasites, nigga. That's what we supposed to do. But they showed you what you're supposed to do and told you that it's a fake ass movie. They showing you certain things you're supposed to be motherfucking doing, nigga. But they told you, oh, this is fake, y'all. These things don't exist, y'all. But anyway, I low-key don't even remember how I just got on that whole tangent. But, like I said, nature, the DNA of nature is made up of chloroplast, all right? Also, because I started talking about the fact that I am a scientist. But DEA is what we have, deoxyetheric acid. Now, the only reason it's deoxy, remember, D is usually to take something away, all right? D is to essentially the opposite of what it's before. So if it's deactivate, that means unactivated. You know what I'm saying? Turn it off. You feel me? So deoxy is to take away the oxy because we are not supposed to be breathing in oxygen. All right. We have hydrogen links in our genetics, which means we are supposed to be breathing in hydrogen. That's why when they told you that trees breathe in hydrogen and breathe out oxygen, nigga, you should have motherfucking realized if I'm a motherfucking tree, if I am nature, nigga, and trees are supposed to be breathing in hydrogen, why am I not supposed to be breathing in hydrogen? Make it make sense, man. I'm just asking to make it make sense. I just wanted to make sense. That's all I'm asking for. Can you make it make sense? No, you can't because you've tried. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be 28. What? Bro, this is what I want everybody to truly understand about things, right? They're going to show you a lot of these things, but they're going to put a lot of bullshit. They're going to put a lot of bullshit around it. All right? We need to truly understand what is going on. But we have deoxyetheric acid. Like I said, we're not supposed to be breathing in oxygen. We are supposed to be breathing in hydrogen. All right? Now, when what? Now, we're going to talk a little, we're going to go more into the fact of us being trees, all right? So, when we speak a lot about these trees, what is one thing we do know? What is one thing that we have started finding out? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people knew this for years, but a lot of us, the majority of us are just now finding this out within the last 5 years. So what is that, right? About trees. The fact that these mountains, a lot of these, not all mountains, but a lot of these mountains are actually trees that were cut down. All right. So we're like, okay. So these mountains ain't actually mountains. Okay. So y'all cut our trees down. They died and hardened because now they are tree stumps. And now the energy of the tree, because remember how much energy these trees hold. All right. That's where you get the aurora lights or whatever, them northern lights or whatever. That's where one of the biggest trees were on our realm. But you can't take away energy. You can't kill energy. You might be able to take away that tree, nigga. But that energy, that energy showed itself. What is you talking about? Now you can go out there and look at all those lights. Look at all of that energy, all of them frequencies soaring in the air, bro. You can see it with your own eyes. So now we know, okay, these trees are actually, these mountains are actually tree stumps. That's why there are so many portals that open up in the mountains. Because you have to understand of all the energy that the trees hold. And remember, that energy is still in that location. All that energy from all of these mountains that were actually trees, all of these tree stumps, that energy is still there. All right. That's why if you go to the Grand Canyon, the energy is out the world, man. I promise you, you're going to feel that energy from the Grand Canyon. You're going to be like, nigga, what the fuck? Bro, I went there. And when I left, I promise you, I was so sleepy, bro. Like, I was literally like, and all we did was get out the car, was stand there, look at the view, talk about some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Talk about some insight and knowledge about shit. And then get back in the car, drive to the next little site, get out the car. Look, you know what I'm saying? And we were just doing that. We wasn't even walking around like that. Like, what? So, it's the energy. That's why a lot of these portals are still opening up in these mountains and tree stumps. All right. So now we know that we have what they like to call these 30mm bushes. All right. That's what a lot of people like to call these type trees, the little 30mm bushes or whatever. So one thing we have to understand is we are nature, okay? Now, when you realize we are nature, and everything that is nature is supposed to be with nature. So because we don't ever die. Let's remember that. We never die. But with this light cold lockdown, the fact that we are breathing in oxygen, which rests our body out because our bones are actually a grade of metal. All right. Your bones are actually a grade of metal, and oxygen and milk rusts and weakens your bones. That's why you get old and brittle. Do your research. You can look this shit up. Do your research on this shit, please. I encourage you. Now, boom. We know. Okay, but like I was saying, my bad. I had to. I hear people talking, they low-key distracting me and shit. But like I said, we know that we are supposed to be with nature, and we don't die. You know what I'm saying? Energy never dies. We are energy. We are magnetism. We never die. We just transmute somewhere else. All right, or we transmute right back here in just a different form, just a different body. But this body, with this light cold lockdown, with this oxygen we're breathing, with this food people are eating, with this medicine people are taking, they are dying instead of living a much longer life. So when you are alive, you're supposed to be with nature. That's why we say come outside, ground yourself every day. Not for no 10, oh, I came outside for 10 minutes. Nah, motherfucker. I'm talking about hours of the day. You spent more time outside than you did inside. That's what we talking about. All right. And then even when you pass on, you're supposed to be with nature. That's where the whole thing of burying you in the ground. All right. That's where that comes from. You have to really think about it. We are giving ourselves back to nature at that point. We are giving our bodies back to nature at that point. All right. That's where that whole, oh, let's bury them. That's where that comes from. Now, before I get more into that, there is a TV show on Netflix. It has, I just started watching it literally the last 3 days, just started watching it. And I've seen episodes, and these episodes the topic are things that I spoke about in certain videos. And now this show is about like witches, werewolves, vampires, you know what I'm saying? Magic, all this shit, right? They have a lot of gems in that shit. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Now, everybody shouldn't watch it because everybody is not spiritually as strong. So they can't really protect themselves from certain things that they see on the TV, because we understand this magic that they showing on TV is real. So if you cannot protect yourself spiritually, don't watch this shit, because you will need to protect your energy, protect your household. But it's good to see these things and see how they are putting these messages in there. All right. So if you are going to watch it, I do say make sure you are prepared to protect your energy. Make sure you're got some sage, got some Palo Santos. You know what I'm saying? You dig what I mean? Keep that energy pure. But you definitely want to tap into certain gems that these folks be putting on these TV shows, because they are showing you a lot of these things. So, like when I spoke about the fact of these beings being able to come into your dreams, take over your dreams, turn them into a nightmare. And once they take over your dreams, they are able to then take over your reality. And then I told you that they are going to use specific people in your life, certain loved ones, friends, and family members, to pretend to be. And once you acknowledge this person, then they have control. And tell me why in that show they have an episode where it's literally that whole thing. I was like, oh, nigga. I was like, see, I know I ain't capping, boy. I know when I speak, I know what I speak about is real life, nigga. Like, I just started watching that shit. And I first said, I said something about it twice before now on TikTok. And the first time I said something about it was like over 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, yeah, bro. Then I seen another episode. So definitely make sure y'all watch that. But there was an episode, all right, where they buried the woman on, she pretty much was like, she was an embodiment of nature. All right. Her species was an embodiment of nature. Now, when you understand certain, when you understand how they put things in your face, they will try to make you into like 3 different characters. So you can't keep track of who the fuck represents the 9 ether beings, the gods and the goddesses. You be like, okay, so wait, but they have this, and I know that we can do that, but they can do that on the TV show as well. Woo, woo, woo. It's because they are trying to use technology. All right. They're trying to keep you distracted by keeping you confused. So instead of making one person on the show and having them as a non-ether being where they look like us, they're going to make them look like somebody else, but they're going to give them the abilities of us. You know what I'm saying? And then when they do that, drive safe. When they do that, okay. When they do it, sorry, my God is going to sell the last puppy. But when they do that, damn, what the oh, my bad. Okay. When they do that, then they are giving the representation of a non-ether being. They're making somebody of a different race play. All right. They're but then they have the abilities that we have. They have the things that we're able to do, all of these type of things. All right. So it's a way for them to confuse you. Essentially what I'm trying to say. So, and they'll also give, like I said, they will make the people that represent you will be 3 different characters on the TV show. So you can't keep track of who really represents you. So now you're trying to look at one category of person, but really it's all 3 of these motherfuckers that represent the non-ether beings, the gods and the goddesses. You feel me? Like, that's how they do it. So, because they're gonna put the truth in your face, but they gotta twist it around so that you can't catch on to what they're doing. But my bad, I ain't even say the fucking name of this show. This show is called Legacies. Damn. This show is called Legacies. All right. Now it's on Netflix. It's very interesting. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. Some of the graphics ain't that up to par, especially in the beginning of the show. But as the show goes on, it gets better. But definitely look into that show, y'all. All right. Like I said, make sure y'all stay protected about it. But in the scene, there was a woman that was an embodiment of nature. All right. Her species she was a being that was an embodiment of nature. Now, since she was an embodiment of nature, she was about to pass on. She told the black guy to take her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, take me to nature, bro. You feel me? I'm finna go. Take me to nature. Boom. He took her to nature. He laid her on the ground, right? When he laid her on the ground, she finally breathed her last breath. When that happened, you seen these vines coming out of her body. Now, I don't know if you guys know about when you see certain trees, and not vines, my bad, roots. But when you see certain trees and you see their roots that like come up, and it's like they come up like that and then go down. You know what I'm saying? All these type of crazy roots. It was on some shit like that, right? And I'm like, damn, so that's why these roots look like that. Okay. But anyway, within, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit of time, she turned into this big weeping willow. Now, that got the, you know what I'm saying, they got the wheels turning, and I had the weed burning. You dig what I'm saying? That got the wheels turn. Hey y'all, that got the wheels turning, and I had the weed burning. So I'm like, I'm starting to get downloads. I'm like, oh shit. And then as I'm talking about it to myself and meditating on that download that I just had, I'm telling my goddess about it, and then boom, I get another download about that. I'm like, oh shit. So okay, all right, y'all. All right, y'all. Look. Because this shit be crazy, man. This shit be crazy. That's why I tell motherfuckers, man, light your sheets up, man. Light your shit up. And I've been so into this video, I forgot I had this motherfucker in my hand this whole time. This entire time, y'all. Finna go ahead and light it up. But so when she passed on, remember I told you we are nature. And we are supposed to always give ourselves back to nature when we are alive and when we pass on. So with her being an embodiment of nature, and as we talked about before, I told you guys, we are an embodiment. All right, we are the embodiment of these trees, of these flowers, plants, all of this shit. So with us being that and her being that, and then you see once they did what? Gave her body back to nature, she turned into what? A tree. And see, we all talk about how, oh yeah, y'all, we are connected to the trees. But I don't really think y'all get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes deeper than the fact that, oh, we have some of the same genetics. It goes deeper than that. Now, of course, everything goes deeper than what we talk about because we are not tapped into all of the knowledge yet. We have, look, bro, out of all of the cosmic knowledge out here, we have about 2% of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there is infinity percent. So we are just at 2. 2 out of infinity, nigga. We don't know shit. We still don't know shit. With all of this information that we know now, we still don't know shit, nigga. There is a billion, quadrillion, quadrillion to gazillion, padillion, but a billion% left to learn. And then some. The knowledge is never ending. You just know a smidget. We only know a smidget. That's including myself, nigga. I'm talking about all of the intellects in the world, nigga. You only know a smidget of the real cosmic. We don't even know all of the shit yet, bro. But look, man. So we are nature. All right. In the show, they gave her body back to nature. And what happened? My bad, y'all. These got it, you know what I'm saying? Got the dis-ease leaving my body. We good though. We good. Hey, it's leaving my body. So when I be coughing and shit, I'm low-key happy, even though it be hurting sometimes. But they gave her body back to nature. And it grew a tree. So I'm like, okay. That, like I said, wheels was turning, we was burning. So I'm like, okay, y'all. Now, like I said, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, we are connected to the trees because we are nature, right? What I need you to understand is our trees are our ancestors, all right? Now, some of y'all might be watching this and you might immediately know what I mean because I kind of just explained it all to you literally right before I said it, but I know it was kind of in a story mode. So like some people might be like, what? You feel me? It is not just the fact that we are nature. All right. Yes, we are nature. We connected to every single piece of nature. Nigga, we are everything. Nigga, I am this fence. You know what I'm saying? I am this door. I am that window. I am everything. And everything is me. But we know we have a specific genetic connection to nature. All right, so first thing, my bad, I don't know where this came from. First thing is, like I said, the trees are our ancestors, all right? Now, when I say that, I am talking about the fact that, just like you've seen, they buried her, all right? So, my bad, I keep saying that. I'm over here getting like downloads right now, so I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth to talking and going through the downloads. But what is happening is, man, you got these dogs barking, the puppies whining. So, okay. All right, y'all. So, my bad. We back in action. We back in action, y'all. We back in action. Let me go back over here where it's a little bit quieter. My bad, y'all. Okay. We back. So, when you see and you understand the fact that we are the trees, because when we give ourselves back to nature, we create, we create nature. So, have you ever looked at a tree and been like, nigga, that motherfucker got a face? You know what I'm saying? I've seen so many trees where you look at it and you like, and in real life look like it got a face in the trunk of the tree. You nigga, what the nigga, don't that look like a woman? Like, bro, we be seeing it in the leaves. We see it in the trunk. And have you ever noticed it never looks like a white person's face? No offense to the white folks out there. You know what I'm saying? No offense to none of my high vibrational human beings, but we being real with it. I'm gonna be real with you. You ever notice the face that you see on trees, the face that you see in the branches and in the leaves of the trees never look like a motherfucking white woman? They never look like Bill or Tom. They always look like Daquan and Tyrone. You ever realize that? You know what I'm saying? When it looks like a woman, it always looks like Shanice or Latricia. It don't ever look like Becky. It don't ever look like Samantha. So we have to truly, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny, but it's facts. So when I say these trees are our ancestors, it is because aboriginally, we were giving our bodies back to nature when we passed on. Now, we're going to get on that in just a second. Oh, there is some, oh, yeah, there's some shit, boy. Fuck you talking about. Because they don't want you to fucking know who you is. They don't want you to fucking know about all this. Because when you truly know about this shit, nigga, do you understand how motherfucking done you will be with this shit? Do you understand how motherfucking done you will be with this system, nigga? With these motherfuckers and all of this bullshit they feed you, bro? I need y'all to understand. Let ye who have eyes see clearly. I share. All right? So, boom. Now that we understand, all right, we are supposed to give our bodies back to nature, dead and alive, all right? The fuck? They dog trying to jump out the back of their truck. But you're supposed to give your body back to nature, dead and alive, right? Now, you go watch that show, you seen when that happens, boom, a tree got created, all right? Boom. These trees are our ancestors. Boom. That's why you see so many faces in the trees. Now, have you ever wondered why they cut down so many trees, even though they don't use these motherfuckers? Like, let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. Most houses are not made of pure wood no more. Most houses are not made of wood no more, bro. Yeah, you might got some 2x4s. You might got some 2x4s. For the outline of that bitch, but nigga, that's the only wood you got. You know what I'm saying? Your house is not a cabin. It's not made of wood. So why are you cutting down so many trees still if houses are not being made like that anymore? It's not just an attack on nature. It's an attack on us. It is a spiritual attack. It is an attack on our ancestors. I need you to see clearly. Because if you ever look at these lumber yards, you go look at in the wilderness where they just be cutting down trees for no reason, they will literally cut down 100 trees, stack them up, and then just leave. Leave the equipment, leave the trees, all of that shit, and they will not come back for 2 years. You be like, nigga, this spot had these trees laying around in this spot for 2 years straight, but they ain't never came back and did nothing to this shit. Yeah, exactly. Just like you will see them start a construction site, and that construction site will be under construction for 3 years, 3.5 years, nigga. They've been digging this same spot for 3 years, 6 months, and 2.5 days. It is an attack on nature. You have to, like we talked about, the soil of the earth is the soul. All right? Soil, soul. There's only one letter that makes the word different. So when they are digging her up like that, that is an attack. When they are cutting these trees down like that, that is an attack. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand how nature truly gets attacked on a mass scale. Then the fact that you are blind to the fact that you are connected to nature genetically. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even understand how they subliminally attacking you. All right? Now, remember I told you guys, that's why the whole burial of the deceased. That's where that came from, because we are supposed to give our bodies back to nature, all right? But what you need to understand is we were not using caskets. We were not using that shit. We were simply giving our bodies back to nature. Whether we just laid ourselves on the ground, covered ourselves up with dirt or something like that, and just let nature take its place. Whether we dug a hole and, you know what I'm saying, gave ourselves a nice burial and shit like that, and let nature take its place. But we were not out here. We were not out here using caskets. All right. So, first thing, the casket was made to keep you from connecting, to keep you from going back to earth, to keep you from going back to the land. All right? Because remember, we weren't using caskets aboriginally. We weren't. So they brought caskets because they understood the fact of, oh, if they just put themselves on the land, put themselves in the soil, in the grass, in the ground, then they will, you know what I'm saying, be giving themselves back to nature, be giving that life force in their body back to nature, which will then create more nature. And they don't want that. So, because they understand the more nature we have, the more nature rises, the more we will rise. That's why they went through hunting all of these animals. Well, first of all, they were hunting a lot of these animals when they first got here. They created a sport out of it because there are a lot of melanated animals. A lot of animals have melanin, just like we do. That's why they don't get sunburned. That's why they can take the sun, because they have the melanin that we do as well. So you need to understand, that's why they started poaching a lot of these animals. Then animals started becoming indigenous. So then what did they start doing? Poaching us. Like you have I see clearly. That's why there's so many deaths amongst our community. Because instead of taking the animals, they're like, okay, there's more people than there is animals. We're going to keep doing this to the animals, and we ain't going to have no more animals to siphon from. So you know what? Let's find a way to get it from the people, the gods and the goddesses, the aboriginals. Let's see how we can siphon that from them. That's why human trafficking is the top business in America. You know what I'm saying? They increased their profits within just a year, $10 billion, 10 billion plus. One of the biggest corporations and companies in America, sponsored by Walmart, you know what I'm saying? All of these different, that's why they have that missing wall. That's an auction. That's a wall for an auction. They're auctioning off children. All right. Just like the video that Oprah and The Rock did for Maui, when they told you to call and donate. First of all, why do we need to donate when y'all are the billionaires? Millionaires, billionaires. Why do we need to fucking donate? Nigga, give half of your money to them. You can make a new island with that. Just one of y'all's money. Why are you asking the people, the citizens that's going through all of this shit, having to pay bills, pay taxes, all of this shit, you want us to donate as well? Goddamn, shorty. What? No. That was them telling you, hey, we have children available, because that's why they cut off a lot of the barriers to get out, all of these things, because they were kidnapping, taking children as well during this whole thing. So then Oprah and them came on, and we know Oprah is very, very, we know what she does. We know how she had that school in Africa of nothing but Aboriginal black girls. And out of nowhere, every single black girl went missing. Whoa. What, Oprah? Huh? What is the coinkadink? There is no such thing as coincidences, but let's say there is. Motherfucker, what is the coincidence of that? I say none. What the fuck? So we know how Oprah rock when it comes to this whole, you know what I'm saying, trafficking and taking of the little children. We know how Oprah rock. So we know that whole thing was just them saying, hey, we have children. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up if you want to make an offer. A donation. I need you to understand what goes on all around you. But we are nature. You feel me? One thing I do want to say is we know that the real forest, the real woods are actually these canyons, like the Grand Canyon. That was, you know how many trees was over there? Like taller as far as the eye could see in height. Big as hell. Big as hell. You know how many trees was over there? All of these different canyons around the world. Those are the real woods. These forests and shit in these modern day cities and towns and all of this, these are Aboriginal burial grounds. All right. So, like I said, when they cut down these trees, it is not only an attack on us, it is not only an attack on nature, but it is an attack on our ancestors, because those are the embodiments of our ancestors. All right. That is nature. You need to understand a lot of these trees are nature embodying your ancestor. All right. So when they cut that down, they are essentially dancing on the grave of your ancestor. Because we understand that they also put because remember, where these cities are used to be nothing but trees. And remember they told you, oh, they built over your ancestors. Yeah, nigga. Because this was a fucking forest at one fucking point. And they cut every single tree down to put cement and asphalt. So you need to truly understand these forests that we call them. These are actually burial grounds. These are our Aboriginal cemeteries, if you will. That's why they cut so many down. The rainforest. Look at all these original trees, bro. Them redwoods and all of them big old Amazonian trees and shit. Nigga, you see how tall them is? Nigga, them is our ancestors, bro. Them is our ancestors, bro. First of all, that's why a lot of these wildfires happen. Now, we understand that these elemental giants have been rising. So just like in Maui, I tried to tell you guys, they are fighting a giant. All right. The craziest thing is, I told people when it first happened, everybody was all, oh, the laser, you guys, the laser. And I'm like, first of all, they are fighting a giant. I was like, the giants are rising. Dragons, giants, all of these things are rising. And that's what they are fucking fighting. And then after I said that, then we seen the video that went viral on TikTok of somebody doing an aerial view of the island and how it looks like the head of a giant, the body of a giant. And where the fires happen, if you look at the island like a person, when you're looking down on it, because it looks exactly like that, one fire happened in the third eye chakra. One fire happened where the heart chakra will be. Why did that happen? Why did it happen exactly those places? Because they are fighting giants. Hey, take it how you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? But it's facts. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, take it how you want to take it, but it's facts. Now, we're going to go a little bit back. Now, okay, like I said, these forests, these jungles, all of this shit, where all these trees are gathered up, that's why they're so close to each other. It's a cemetery. And the fact that they gave their body back to nature, not in a casket, nature was able to take them back and now create the embodiment of them in nature's form. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, where the fuck all these trees come from, nigga? Where the fuck all these trees come from? There's trees that are places that, like, economically shouldn't be there. So where the fuck all these different type of trees come from, nigga? You ain't never seen in the history book them say, oh, we planted sequoia trees over here. No, nigga, you don't see that shit. Where the fuck the trees come from? I'm just asking y'all. I just want to know, where the fuck the trees come from? Nobody said, oh yeah, over here, this is where we planted, you know what I'm saying? The pioneers planted seeds for weeping willows. No, you don't see that shit, nigga. Where did all these different type of trees come from, nigga? They are the embodiment of us after we give ourselves back to nature, because we are the embodiment of nature in human form. So when we go back to nature, nature gives an embodiment of each person in nature's form. Like you have, I see clearly. So these jungles, these woods, these are cemeteries. All right? These are our aboriginal burial grounds. Now, y'all see all the attacks and shit that they be doing on nature, all the wildfires that they've created? That is why. Because our ancestors are rising. Nature is rising. We are rising. So, I just had to tap y'all into that just real quick. Hold up, This is why it's always good to look. Just keep your eyes open for things. I don't know if y'all can... Hold up, I'm finna go in the sun, y'all. Because I was just walking up, looked down, seen this in the ground. Hold up. Y'all see that color in there? Got it shimmering on the bottom. I just got to clean it off. Okay, y'all already know I be excavating and mining my own crystals, man. You feel me? I'm finna get some iron out and clean. I got a whole bunch of stones that I broke open. They shimmering. I got a couple of gates that I found. I have one that I think is a clear quartz or in a clear agate. And I just got to clean those off. Beautiful. When I'm telling y'all, very powerful stones, very powerful crystals, man. Straight from the ground. I'll be getting my shit straight from the fucking ground. But anyway, I don't even remember what I was just saying before I seen that motherfucker. But one thing I do want to say about the whole burial thing, all right? So when they found out that is what would happen, and we would give ourselves, when these parasitical invaders, you know what I'm saying, when these oppressors found out, oh, if they give their body back to nature, it creates more nature, then they created the idea, because we all understand, then that's when slavery came about. But everybody has the whole misconception of slavery that we just fucking bowed our heads, closed our eyes, put our hands together, and walked onto a fucking slave ship. That's not how it fucking happened, nigga. Know your history. Boy, we was fighting for shit. The only people that were slaves were ones that got captured during war. We are the ones who was at war. All of the North Korea war, all of these different wars with the Aboriginal beings, these were our wars. The Gullah Wars, the fucking, all of these wars with the Native Americans. You got all of these, because we are the Native Americans. The nine ethers, the nine ether beings, the gods and the goddesses, the indigenous beings, we are the Native Americans, nigga. They wasn't no motherfucking damn near white people. No, nigga, they was dark as hell. Locks, just like mine. You know what I'm saying? Frizzy hair, just like yours, goddess. Big afro, just like yours, God. Fuck is you talking about? People think that, oh, they had this silky coarse hair, just so straight. First of all, that's not how all Native Americans look. First of all, you have to understand we all look different. You got nine ether beings that got straight hair. You got ones that got curly hair like they Puerto Ricans. Because we know Puerto Ricans are us as well, nine ether beings. Nigga, we come in all shapes and sizes, all colors, nigga. All hairstyles, all lip sizes, all nose sizes, all eyebrow sizes. Nigga, I got chinky eyes. For my whole life, I've had like little chink type eyes, chinky eyes. Even if I'm not smoking, I still got these eyes, boy. You know what I'm saying? We have all these features. These are, what? Let's be real. All right? So, slavery happened all because we were at war. And motherfuckers would get caught during war. Nigga, what you talking about? Just like how niggas get jumped regular on a everyday. You go in to fight with these niggas, and then while they fight, and then three other niggas from their crew run over, start pounding on you. Now you getting jumped. Boy, that's what happened back then as well. They would get the jumping niggas, boom, drag you on out. You know what I'm saying? While niggas is fighting in the war and shit, they going through the house, taking motherfuckers' children and shit. You have to understand how shit operated, nigga. They didn't just come over and say, come with us, nigga. We more superior, nigga. You ain't superior to shit, nigga. I promise you that. I promise you that, nigga. Motherfuckers can't. First of all, let's not go into the statistics of genetics, nigga. White, bruh. Caucasian people can't even fully have babies. That's why they took our fucking practice of a C-section, nigga. C-section started in Ghana, nigga. And a French man came over because they're European women.